Hello and welcome to TVC News. President Bola Tinubu has named the M18 Road in Guzape District after Nigerian novelist and poet Chinua Achebe. The president appealed to residents who feel their properties are at risk not to resort to litigations, but liaise with the FCDA authorities to resolve them. Senior reporter Adamawa was there and tells us more.
This project was awarded in 2003 at 14 billion naira. Eventually, this Lot 2 road infrastructure was completed with a little over 18 billion naira. The Guzape District is a suburban fringe in the city master plan.
Look at the possibility of clearing my calendar for 9 days.
President Bola Tinubu says as his administration continues retooling and rejigging the financial situation to bring prosperity to the country, the spirit of service must be awakened in each and every one.
It was a very challenging time for us in the country. Up to now, we are still retuning and rejigging our financial system to bring prosperity and relief to the people of this country. You have demonstrated the capacity to build a team, to lead a team, and to deliver on promises.
Guzape District is a fast-developing area. It accommodates a vast population in the expanding federal capital city.
Your Excellency, in 2003, when it was awarded at the cost of 14 billion. But just 2 weeks before you assumed office, in May 2023, it was reversed to 18.17 billion. And because of your passion, because of your doggedness to make sure that projects must not be abandoned, government is a continuum. You have to make sure that these projects are completed and with their financial arrangement. That's what we have succeeded because you gave us that room.
It's been 9 days of unprecedented commissioning in the FCT, from rail tracks to linkway, bridges, and finally an engineering infrastructure in Guzape District. But for the FCT minister, work has just started. Adamawa, TVC News, Abuja.
And talking security now. Security forces in the country have called for support in fighting insecurity. This comes following the death of 27 security agents last month. Sifone CN reports.
It's an emerging trend that has become a source of worry to security forces in the country. Attacks on security agents are on the increase.
In fact, there is a state in Nigeria that within 1 week, 5 policemen were killed in 2 separate incidents. That's Enugu State. In Abia State, you are aware of the killings of Nigerian soldiers during the commemoration of the Biafra Day.
A report released by the National Human Rights Commission has shown that 27 security agents were killed in May.
The issue of killing of law enforcement agents is something that should worry all of us. It is really worrisome, and we condemn it in its totality, its entirety, and we warn that the citizens of this country must refrain from this new penchant of attacking law enforcement agents and killing them.
While security forces are addressing the issue, the Chief of Defense Staff affirms that there are existing mechanisms to deal with military personnel to ensure they uphold the tenets of human rights.
We're supposed to protect Nigeria, innocent Nigerians, so we'll never want to hurt any Nigerian. And that's why we encourage Nigerians. If you see any of our troops misbehaving in any way, in any form, please report to the closest military representation. We take responsibility for our acts, for our actions. We have standing court martials all over the region, all over. So anybody who commits any offense goes for it.
Beyond this, The report has also shown that there were 360 cases of kidnapping, and Niger State recorded the highest incidents.
We are working decisively to address insecurity and ensure the safety of citizens. It must be reiterated that the lifeline of the terrorists and other forms of insecurity across our country, that lifeline is the people. Accordingly, winning the war without the support of the people is close to impossible.
Getting that support to tackle the security challenge may just require bolstering public confidence. Sifon Asian, TVC News, Abuja.
I'm moving now to Imo State, where residents of Ohaji, Egbema, Oguta, and Oru West Federal Constituency affected by flood and insecurity have received relief items from the federal government. Senior reporter Prince Uba has the details.
Theater of insecurity, just like some communities in Ohaji, Egbema, Oguta, and Oru West Federal Constituency last year. But today, Izombe is a beehive of commercial activities as residents who flee the community as a result of insecurity are fully back to their homes through the effort of Imo State government and security agencies to restore peace. This distribution of food items and palm seedlings is a distance of the member representing Ohaji, Egbema, Oguta, and Oru West Federal Constituency to cushion the effects of insecurity and flood-ravaged areas.
This palliative will go a very long way in cushioning the effect of hunger in the federal constituency because we have a very much quantity that we are giving to our constituents.
The era of restiveness is gone in Ohaji, Egbema, Oguta, Oru West. So many people will be surprised today, coming here, staying up till now without any rancor. I especially thank Dibiago.
The federal constituency is an agrarian area. Wheat farming is their mainstay. But insecurity last few years adversely affected farm produce, hence the need for the distribution of palm seedlings to once again boost agriculture.
We have food insecurity in Nigeria. And from what my governor has done so far, by next harvest period, Imo State may not be talking about food insecurity any longer.
Everybody should go to farm, go and cultivate. By next year, we will never die of hunger. It will only be a story that other people will be saying. Like my people, Lumokani can never die of hunger. We have it.
I'm happy well because hunger is too much for this village all here in Nigeria. Hungry day, but today I go eat.
The effort of the government is a huge step in the continuous attempt to touch lives of indigent population and reduce the sufferings of the vulnerable in the society. Prince Oba, TVC News, Oguta, Imo State.
And away from security, Chairman of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Abike Dabiri Erewa, has confirmed the arrest of a suspect who allegedly trafficked young girls to Ghana as sex workers. The chairman of NIDCOM also mentioned that more than 10 girls have been rescued so far. She commended efforts by the Nigerians in Diaspora organization in Ghana leading to the arrest of the suspect. Ms. Dabiri says the culprit will be charged to court in Ghana and arrangements are ongoing to bring the rescued girls back to Nigeria.
See our children in diaspora 15 years. Out of their own wish, children are supposed to be in school. These are the great future leaders of Nigeria in diaspora. 15 years, 3 children from one father, same mother from Imo State.
Watching TVC News, we'll take a moment and return with more stories. Please stay with us.
Every major news story is with many perspectives and layered with different levels of impact.
Hello. What time did this happen? We will be right there.
At TVC News, we follow the big and major news, gathering the facts, witnessing the outcome.
I am here live at the aftermath of the approval of the new national minimum wage.
We are TV Station of the Year, not just for breaking news, but for being first, fair and accurate. TVC News, first with breaking news.
Thanks for staying with TVC News. To a bit of health now. Governor of Adamawa State, Ahmadu Fintiri, has inaugurated a 60-bed cottage hospital in Demsa town to mark his administration's 1 year in office. Governor Fintiri also inaugurated a 4.8-kilometer road stretching from Demsa town to Old Demsa. Senior reporter Olabi Ademisi Fadin, this report.
For over 30 years, residents of Demsa have clamored for good hospital, which never came their way. But now, all fears and worries are over, as this 60-bed space cottage hospital has been commissioned by Governor Fintiri. Speaking at the event, Governor Umar Fintiri stated that the state government under his watch has invested heavily in the health sector.
Still on infrastructure development, we have constructed world-class standard public health laboratory and dialysis center in Specialist Hospital Yola. This has gone a long way towards improving our capacity to respond to all public health issues in line with the global best practice.
The member representing Demsa in the State House of Assembly, Honorable Kate Mamno, thanked Governor Fintiri for executing many projects in her constituency. Earlier in his remarks, the Commissioner of Health and Human Services, Felix Tamgwami, appreciated Governor Fintiri for his prompt responses to containing emerging diseases such as Lassa fever and measles in the state.
This cottage hospital is one of the best in Adamawa State.
Your Excellency, on behalf of all health workers in Adamawa State, we want to sincerely thank you for making giant strides in the health sector.
Elsewhere, Governor Fintiri also commissioned a 4.8-kilometer road stretching from Demsa town to Old Demsa. Hamabata Homon Alhamdu Gladstone Tekene, who performed the ceremony held in Demsa local government area, described the project as magnificent. The Hamabata expressed the conviction that with the state-of-the-art equipment installed in the cottage hospital, the edifice will serve as a referral center in the area.
We graciously requested for a road from this new Demsa, old Demsa, and you, being the district governor, take this road 4.5 kilometers.
The royal father says Governor Fintiri's efforts in the area will surely be reciprocated by the chiefdom and people through making sure the community lives in peace for the benefits of the state.
Moving now to Plateau State, where the recent relocation of the popular NTA Motor Park in Jos to a new site by the Plateau State government is still generating reactions. The leadership and members of the park were on the street to express their displeasure. TVC News senior reporter Phnom Joshua has the details.
From a distance, this gathering appears like a political rally, but on a closer look, the real picture gets clearer. They are leaders and members of the popular NTA Motor Park here in Jos. One thing has brought them together, which is to express their dissatisfaction with the Plateau State government decision of closing and relocating of the park to a new site. Governor Caleb Mutfwang recently signed an Executive Order 003, where he vowed to return the state to its proper place as designed in the Great Jos City Master Plan. Now, all structures and business places perceived to be within government reserve areas are currently facing demolition and relocation in the state. The popular NTA Park is also affected.
I'm here to protest for NTA Park because I've been working in NTA Park for the past 20 years. And this is where God has helped me and many other people too that have been benefiting from the park. We have a problem with moving to the government new park because the place is far and we were not formally informed to move. so that we'll be prepared to move forward. We just stood up one day and came up and discovered that they told us to move to the new park, and there was no any formal letter given to us, and there was nothing said. So they said we should just move to the new park. So I'm pleading with the government that the government should show us mercy and leave us here, because the Burglary is a distance to many of our passengers. They cannot go there because of the situation in town. They should please pardon us and allow us to continue with what we are doing here.
They said we should go to Talatujan Burglary Express, and that place is far from our park. Some of our passengers are Muslims, some are Christians, and that place, like Muslims, they cannot go there and enter car to Abuja because of the security purpose and the constitution, the situation of Plateau.
The state government on its part says the action is in the best interest of all.
As I said, that place is not for motor park. It's not a commercial area at all. That is a residential areas that people should build their homes to stay in, not motor park. And it was there illegally. And this is the right time that we have gotten a central motor park that each and everyone should move down there. And a law must be respected.
The Plateau State government says the decision is not targeted at hunting any group, ethnicity, or religion, as speculated in some quarters. Funam Joshua, TVC News, Jos.
Well, let's move to Osun State, where residents of Okefia Jare in Osogbo have appealed to the state government and security agencies to address incessant cases of burglary and theft in the area. Although some suspects have been arrested, residents are hoping for a quick intervention. TVC News' Rafiu Hamid reports.
This is government residential area in Osogbo, where government house and residences of other top government functionaries, including the State Commissioner of Police, are located. However, about 10 different cases of invasion, burglary, armed robbery, and other crimes have been recorded within the last 1 month in the area. Metallic items, including electric cables, roofing sheets, power generating sets, batteries, and other gadgets were carted away from different apartments.
Covered that gradually over the past few weeks, there are many more cases of burglary, and what they are usually gunning for will be the electrical cables in houses that are not occupied. Even if you don't stay in your house that is already fully occupied for a few days, we have had cases where they went in there, stole anything that is like a metal. They have stolen gates of buildings. They have stolen burglary proofs. They have stolen all kinds of anything that seems like a metal, and they've stolen a lot of equipment that cost a lot of money just because they seem to them like scrap metal.
Some alleged suspects caught on closed-circuit television, CCTV, confessed to have sold the items in the neighboring scavenging slum after their arrest by the police. TVC News crew also visited the slum, which is only separated from the GRA by this rail line. Here, it takes perpetrators about 20 minutes to dismantle a whole vehicle into pieces. The State Police Public Relations Officer, Yemisi Opalola, says police is on top of the situation.
We are daily patrolling the place now. Our patrol vehicles are visible in that area now, and even the police presence is always there now also, and even the people that are living in that place will even bear us witness.
The residents are calling on relevant security and environmental agencies to dislodge the scavengers for posing security and environmental threats to the area. Rafiu Hamid, TVC News, Osogbo.
Outside Nigeria, 4 Israeli hostages kidnapped from the Nova Music Festival on 7th of October have been rescued by the Israeli military. Israel says the rescue was conducted under heavy fire at 2 separate buildings in Nazareth, central Gaza. More than 200 Palestinians, including children, have been killed in that area since the start of the war. President of Palestine, Mahmoud Abbas, is calling for an emergency United Nations Security Council session to discuss what he has called the bloody massacre that was carried out by the Israeli forces in and around the Al-Nusayrat refugee camp.
Israel just carried out a remarkable rescue operation
of 4 hostages held by Hamas. This operation required ingenuity and courage of the highest degree, and our soldiers performed in an unmatchable way. We're committed to getting the release of all the hostages, and we expect Hamas to release them all. But if they don't, we'll do whatever it takes to get them all back home. Hamas is committing war crimes every day, including the holding of these hostages. Our soldiers are performing in the most valiant and moral way to end this war with a victory against these killers and against these kidnappers, and we shall prevail.
In some sport news, the Nigeria Premier Football League enters March Day 35 as the title race threatens to go to wire. As leaders, Enugu Rangers have welcomed second-place defending champions Enyimba Aba in an epic Eastern battle. This is as the Nigeria Premier League threatens to go to the wire. Solomon Ajuziugu previews the match.
The title race in the Nigeria Premier Football League (NPFL) comes to the hilly city of Enugu, where leaders Rangers host defending champion Enyimba Aba in an epic match. The refurbished pitch of the Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium will be the stage for this epic battle between the Flying Antelopes and the Aba People's Elephants. Rangers lead with 61 points, while Enyimba are in second place, tied on 59 points with Remo Stars, who are in third position.
And as you can hear, that's the final whistle.
Coming from securing a goalless draw away to Sporting Lagos, the Antelopes return home hoping to defeat Enyimba for the 3 points that will extend their lead at the top of the table.
It's going to be a tough one on Sunday against a team that had pedigree of winning Nigerian Premier League, against the team that has all it takes to win it, against the team that's so ambitious of winning it. But we Rangers International, we keep on fighting to make sure we get our 3 points on Sunday. I know it's going to be very, very difficult. It's going to be very tough. But we never can stop what is going to happen. We are always positive of what we can achieve.
Within touching distance of the leaders, Enyimba hope to take the chance to overtake their eastern rivals in the title race with an upset in Enugu. Elsewhere, a win of 7-goal margin for Remo Stars against Lobby Stars will see them go top if Rangers and Enyimba play a draw. Katsina United play relegated Gombe United. Abia Warriors host Bendel Insurance. Heartland continue their fight for survival against Doma United. Kano Pillars welcome Niger Tornadoes. Rivers United take on Shooting Stars. Sunshine Stars entertain Akwa United. And Bayelsa United host Sporting Lagos. Solomon Ajuziugu, TVC News.
Now, German Bundesliga champions Bayer Leverkusen have signed French teenager Janelle Belocian from League One side Rennes until 2029. The centre-back arrived for a fee of €15 million. Belocian said joining Leverkusen was incredible, calling this season breakthrough title run under Xabi Alonso fantastic. Leverkusen won the Bundesliga title for the first time last season and claimed the domestic double by beating Kaiserslautern 1-0 in the German Cup final. The club's only defeat of the season came in the Europa League final against Serie A club Atalanta in late May. At TVC News this hour, for more updates on the stories we are monitoring, you can visit our website www.tvcnews.tv. You can also follow us on our social media handles, Facebook, Instagram, and on X at TVC News NG. Or YouTube, you are live at TVC News Nigeria. Thanks for watching.